Trigger warning. This podcast episode discusses suicide and suicidal ideation, and some people might find it disturbing. If you or someone you know is suicidal, please contact your physician. Go to your local ER or call the suicidal prevention hotline in your country. For the Philippines, the numbers are as follows: 1553 for Luzon Wild Landline toll free. For Globe TM subscribers, call 0966 351 4518, 0917 899 8727, and 0917 899 USAP. For Smart, Sun, Talk and Text subscribers, call 0908 639 2672. Mental health matters. You are not alone. Welcome to the Mindfulness Project with Connor and Evan.
A place to find your inner strength and a path to your mental wellness. Welcome to our very first episode of the Mindfulness Project with Connor and Evan.
Hello,
Hey,
what's
buddy.
up, buddy? I'm doing good.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Yeah. Last week I watched Dear Evan Hansen, and I if I can remember, I did share it with you, right?
Yeah, you shared it the link and I watched it and I think it's good. I really love the movie. I really love it.
What made you love the movie, by the way?
What made me love
What?
the movie? It's not just about the mental health, but I really love a musical play. I really love musical movie. And that really
You can really relate to it, right?
I can really relate to it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not just about, a movie. It's about spreading awareness about mental health. A lot of movie today, they fail to display the real condition of the people, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of
Especially today.
stigma.
I think it's really relevant today, that movie, because today is a pandemic, right? And a lot of people feel
Yes.
anxious, a lot of people depressed because of what is happening. And so I think through that movie, people can relate. People can relate that they are not alone in what they are experiencing right now. Yeah.
Yes. And for our dear audience listening to this podcast, we just want you to know that we have been inspired by Dear Evan Hansen because, as you can see, our title is The Mindfulness Project with Connor and Evan. And basically, Evan and Connor are the main characters of the movie. And so we've been really inspired to make this podcast to talk about mental health and about mindfulness.
And addition to that, we incorporated it like Connor and Evan, like me as a Connor and Randall as Evan. It's because I think we have a similarities to the character. Is that right?
Yeah, we do relate. Yeah, we can relate with Connor and Evan. And if I can share with our audience, I've been experiencing anxiety since the last 2 years, and Connor Ratham has been diagnosed with depression as well, and so
like Connor, like Connor,
and like Connor and Evan, yes. And by the way, Connor, what did you felt while watching Dear Evan Hansen? I mean, well, we can see Ben Platt singing the songs. What did you feel?
Oh my goodness, those lyrics of his songs is really legit. I can't say anything. My goodness. Every verse, every lyrics that he's saying, oh my goodness, it's really about depression. Like he wants an attention from people, but it's like he is an invincible to others. That's why, like, the song "Waving Through a Window." Oh my goodness, my voice is bad.
That's a good try, by the way. And I love how you mentioned "Waving Through a Window" because that was the very first song that I heard.
Yes, I love it.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love it.
And not only that, there is also a song called You Will Be Found. And this song has a
Yes.
profound meaning.
Yes, indeed.
It
I
talks
love how
about
you say it. Like there is a really profound meaning on that song. Like you will be found. Like oh my goodness, there's hope. It's like it pertains that there's a hope for
Mhm.
people like us experiencing disorder or depression or anxiety.
Yes, and also the movie. If you're going to analyze the movie, it clears the stigma, the negative connotations
Yeah,
from
yeah,
people about mental health. When they hear the word mental health, they would
right.
immediately think that you are crazy and that you are out of your mind, you're loss of control. But you know what? What can you say about those people trying to stigmatize mental health?
Okay, for those people who are trying to stigmatize mental health, I think it is bad to do that, especially to a person experiencing those kinds of illnesses, because as someone been through depression, we become fragile if you
Mm-hmm.
attacked us, and I think that is a toxic mentality of a person. You need to educate yourself about mental health, about mental illness, and don't be a product. Don't be the person um, trying to attack people, because it's not really helpful to those person. And what if you're attacking a friend of yours or a relative of yours? You know what? That's
Very
not
well
a
said. Yeah, I can
good.
I can totally understand that. I've been with a lot of people. I've met a lot of people who try to bring us down or who try to stigmatize mental health. But the movie taught us that it's okay to feel that way. It's okay not to be
Okay, not to
okay,
be okay, right? Indeed, it's
right? And
okay to feel that way, because you know what? If someone is being attacked by this kind of stigma,
mhm.
just just feel free to ask some help. You get
Yeah,
that?
and there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong about asking a professional help. Actually, it
Yeah,
did help me while I was still, having a hard time to figure out how to face my anxiety. I did ask a professional help, and the medications helped me a lot. What about you,
yeah.
Connor? Are you still on medication right now?
Yeah, I'm currently on medication, and it really helped me a lot after 2 months of taking it, and I feel
Mhm.
better, and I can say that I'm on the process of recovering right now, and that is something that a step that I did to help myself recover from
Mhm.
depression, because depression is really bad in me before,
Mm,
so that's why.
I can understand that. One of my cousins told me that depression is not just something like you can turn off like a switch. It
Yeah,
doesn't just go
right.
away with the snap of a finger. It's a battle
No.
between you and your inner self. And
Yeah.
uh, if I may ask Connor, how do you cope up with your depression aside from taking your medication? Do you also do journaling like me?
Yeah, I do journal. I actually have books to I mean
Two journals.
uh 2 journals to write my journals, and yeah, it really
I
helped
have
me a
here.
lot. Super. Let me see.
I have my two journals here too as well. I think we have the same color of journals, right?
Okay.
Why
Wait,
did you
wait, wait.
show us?
It's here. It's here. Yeah.
Damn. Well, that's good. I believe it's already filled with a lot of your thoughts and emotions.
A lot of emotions are in here, so I don't want other people to read this. This
Of
really
course,
helped me
it's
a
a
lot.
secret.
It's a
It's a
personal.
secret.
It's a personal. Yeah.
You know the power of journaling when you cannot verbalize your thoughts and your emotions, you put them into a paper and
Yeah.
somehow it relieves your thoughts and your emotions.
It eases the pain. It eases the anxiety,
Mhm.
and it really helps a lot to, to write
Be
the
yeah,
anxieties,
yeah, because when you write, you allow yourself to be vulnerable. You
to
don't
be free.
judge your yeah, to be free. You don't judge your thoughts. You just write down whatever comes to your mind to somehow ease your anxiety. And let me also talk about the meditation. Have you tried it?
Meditation, yeah, of course. One of my counselors said that meditation really helps. And when I did that, it really helped me a lot. Like legit, it really
Mhm.
eases my anxiety and the heaviness of what I'm feeling. I know you can
Mhm.
relate to this.
Of course. A while ago, while I was setting up my camera and my microphone, the
What
audience
about
might
it?
not know. The audience might not know that I'm having anxiety attack, right? Because
Why?
it's just a lot of thoughts are running in my mind, and I do not know how to be present. But luckily, I know mindfulness. The very definition of mindfulness, it's staying in the present.
Right.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
mhm,
I love how you said it because, a lot of us tend to think the external, like it's the future and the past, and we
mhm,
tend to forget that we tend to forget the present, which
mhm,
the only thing that we can control those past and presents. Those are the things that we can't not control. So staying in the present, living in the present is the best way to, you know, go back to yourself, to stop procrastinating,
I'm guilty of procrastination.
Speaking of procrastination, a lot of students like us procrastinate also with a lot of activities.
But you know what, Connor? I want to share something about procrastination. Sometimes it's better for us to take a rest, to take a break from
Yes, right.
monotony, because most of the time we tend to um, think about the future. What am I going to eat later? What am I going to do? How am I going to finish this? But you know what? It's important to take a break, right?
Yes, really, it is really important because taking a break really helps you, that to think, to
Mhm,
have some space to think what you need to finish first, then overthinking
mhm,
the thoughts that you can't really control. What you really can control is what you where you are right now and what you are
mhm.
doing. Yeah.
Definitely. And let's go back to the movie about
Yeah. What,
Connor.
what
I
about the movie?
know Ratham. Let me just call you by your real name. I
Connor.
know Ratham.
Connor.
Okay, Connor, whatever. I know that Connor has this very short exposure in the movie. And what can you say about that?
Oh my goodness, I really felt bad about it. I really want Connor to have, exposure, long exposure in a movie. I want to
Mhm.
have a good interaction because interaction with um
With
Evan
Evan.
because the first time they interact. Oh my god, that is a terrible situation. That is a terrible moment.
Remember when Connor punched Evan?
Yeah, and I think that's oh my goodness, it's not a good. It's bad,
It's a bad move, by the way.
but
It's a bad.
I hope really that Connor have a long exposure on the movie.
Yeah, a longer exposure. And so we can actually see, and I also do want to suggest that about Connor exposure when they try to establish a relationship between Evan and Connor, how I want more story from them. Just like
Yeah.
just like a typical friendship movies, right?
Like, can you state some like moments of a friend?
Well, just the basic. But the movie did portray a good friendship between Connor and Evan. But
Yeah.
I'm just really sad about what really happened in the movie. I don't want to spoil anyone, but I want the audience to watch the movie because it's good. It's very, very
Yeah.
resonating.
We really love to spoil it, but try to watch it. It really
Mhm.
resonating. I love it. We love it.
And by the way, Connor, I want to say something about the mental condition of Evan. We know
Oh,
Evan,
yeah.
he
How was it?
portrayed like a very anxious person, right? What can
Yeah.
you say about that?
What can I say about the anxiety
Yeah.
of Evan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he really portrayed the his character very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, to the point. Like, he, he goes to the doctor,
Mm-hmm.
and that that situation alone can, like, people need to check have a checkup with the doctor to know what they are really going through, because
Mm-hmm.
when we tend not to go to have a checkup, it would really understand what is really happening to us. It is better to have someone professionally can help us know what
Yeah,
we are going through.
definitely. And then there is this one song from the movie that really caught my attention. I just want to talk about the anonymous ones, and it has this very amazing lyrics. It says that the parts we can tell, we carry them well, but that doesn't mean they're not heavy, right? When
No,
Manplat,
I think it would be better if you sing that part. Let the audience
really?
know. Yeah,
Okay,
let the
let me
audience
just
know
try.
it.
Parts we can tell, we carry them well, but that doesn't mean they're not heavy. I think that
Uh, okay,
I hope I
I
did
think it's okay
justice.
already. Yeah, yeah. Justice.
Anyways,
Okay, how about you when it comes to coping mechanism about to a mental problem, mental illness like depression, anxiety? What is your, like, for example, what is your coping strategy or coping mechanism? Or do you have it?
well, of course I do. If I won't have these strategies, perhaps I would be gone. But you know
Mhm.
what? Mindfulness, meditation, journaling, these three are very crucial to my mental health. And of course, uh, I need to have that someone greater than me. And I know, who am I talking about? It's my relationship with him, with God.
Definitely,
And
definitely.
yeah, because I realized that I should not be battling this alone. I need someone who can lead me, who can guide me, and who can
Yeah,
strengthen me. Right. What
yeah.
about you, Connor?
Especially, yeah, I can say that I can relate to that because I am proud to say that I'm a Christian, and
Yeah.
having a relationship with God is a very helpful
Yeah.
to help your anxiety
Hmm.
lessen. And you know that having a connection with God, that really helps you eases
It's
the
very
pain.
crucial. Yeah, it
Yeah,
eases
yeah.
your anxiety and your worry.
When
And
the
there's this.
moment you, yeah, the
Mhm.
moment you surrender it all to Him, like, God will take care of your anxiety, and God will lead you. Just ask for an guidance from Him.
Guidance. Yes, and there's
Yeah.
this one verse from His Word that says, "Cast your anxieties or cast your burdens unto Him, because He cares for you." You know,
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
of the time we tend to overlook the fact that God is there for us, and it doesn't matter where you came from, it doesn't matter who you are, but He cares for you. Whatever you're struggling from, you just need to come to Him, and He will
Really.
take good care of you.
Yeah. I love how you said it. By just surrendering it all to Him, He
Mhm.
will, you know, be there for you in any situation. Yeah.
Yes. And I just want the people and our audience to know the value of the support system. I guess Connor had a weak support system. That's why um, something
Yeah.
bad happened to him, and even Evan, right? Can you tell the audience what happened? Or maybe just give a little bit of a hint. What is Evan and Connor's situation?
Well, with the Connor, I think the support system is weak in a way that his family uh, don't have time to talk
Yeah,
to
yeah, that they
him
don't
and
have enough time.
to
Mm-hmm.
talk to him, right? And I think the attention that Connor wants to have, he can't have it at home. And
Mm-hmm.
during, I think
And
it
also Evan, right?
representative.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
also Evan and Connor.
yeah.
Their
Because
family are somewhat busy. Mm-hmm.
yeah, basically, like in Evan's situation, his mother is a nurse. He has his mother work at night, over work every day, every shift that he has, she has, and I think that really that really lack uh on the part on the side of the two to in terms of support system.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Connor, share us something about one of your coping strategies, about deactivating your social media accounts. What made you do it?
I actually, as of the moment, I deactivated my account for 1 week to it's like to cleanse, to forget the toxic vibes on this internet, on the social media, especially on Facebook, because on Facebook is too
Mm,
toxic. In terms of politics, in terms of a lot
definitely. Yeah, you'll
right
read a
now.
lot of posts that are not good for your mental health. And it's so important to take a break sometimes.
Yes, indeed, taking a break is necessary,
Mhm.
and
I mean,
yeah,
there's life outside social media.
yeah,
You can
and
enjoy life without being addicted to a platform, or maybe being addicted to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, stuff like that.
because we tend sometimes to uh socialize in using our internet, using our social media accounts, that we tend to forget the real interaction and the
Mm-hmm.
real world. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
Definitely.
Yeah, that sometimes people to tend to forget, and that brings them to like frustration and the procrastination, especially as students.
Yes. If there's this one message we want our audience to hear, is that you are seen, you are loved, and you are not alone. So just
Yes, that's
remember
right.
that, right? It's not just you who are struggling, and there are a lot of people out there who can understand you, who can relate with your experience, and there's nothing to be
Yeah,
ashamed of.
yeah.
Mhm.
And don't really ashamed of what you're going through. If you really need help, seek help. Try to seek your friend, tell about it, how you're feeling, how you feel about it. And
Mhm.
it's really okay not to be okay. And that quote
Mhm.
is very well known nowadays. And I think I think I know it's a cliche, but I think that's a quote that we need sometimes to understand that it's okay not to be okay at any time, because we are human. We
Mhm.
are vulnerable, we are fragile, especially when our expectation does not meet our what we expect, right?
Yeah.
And we you just have to be, bounce back whatever your situation is, and try to find your strength, and what your
Your
inner voice
passion.
is, your
Right.
passion
Yes, your
is.
inner voice. Definitely.
Yeah, that's right. And how can you
And
say about it?
that's what inspired us to make this podcast, right, Connor? And it's like
Yeah,
the Connor project from the movie. There's this
yeah,
project from the movie called the Connor project. It's
yeah.
a way
The
to
Connor
remember
project.
Connor. Yes. And this podcast is really for the sake of, allowing us to be vulnerable with our emotions and allowing us to let the people know that this is a serious thing that we need to focus
Address.
on, right? Yeah, the serious thing that we need to address. And I'm just really grateful for this very first episode that we have. And I'm really
Yeah,
grateful for
me
this
too, me
friendship.
too. Yeah. Yes, because of this podcast, we learn to, to be technical at some points doing this podcast, like the techie
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
techie stuff.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm really bad at, how to operate these stuffs. And I'm just grateful that you are here to guide me.
And not just me, but you also contributed a lot in terms of, doing this logo
Well,
stuff.
don't mention it anyway.
Wow.
anyways,
Yeah.
anyways, our dear audience who are listening, please don't forget to watch Dear Evan Hansen. It's a must-watch movie, or
It
maybe
is
you
so
can
much to watch.
consider. Yes, or maybe you can also consider watching the musical play. But I just think they're I think it's already finished. Yeah, it's
The
way
musical
back
play.
since the musical play. Yeah, the
Yeah,
musical
I
play.
think the musical play released first than the movie,
Mm-hmm.
because
It was
I
released
saw
recently.
this musical play on was a website, but I saw it. Yeah,
YouTube.
it's no, but it's a secret.
It's a secret.
It's a secret website.
Mhm.
But you can search it on
Anyways,
Netflix.
the,
On Netflix
Connor, was there a point in your life that you just wanted to disappear?
before a lot of times. You
Yeah.
know, because having a depression it makes you feel like you're worthless, helpless, and there's this feeling of emptiness and heaviness, and those feeling makes me want to disappear, because I want I don't want longer to experience those. So that's why there's these suicidal thoughts that I had, but thank God I never did any, that action that made me kill myself, or made me uh, do the
Take your life,
suicidal,
right?
take my life,
Mhm.
right?
And I can relate with you too, because before I did have suicidal thoughts, and but my family, my mother has been a great support to me, and she really did her best to accompany me with every decisions that I make, because I figured out that
Yeah,
uh, it's not just about me. If I'm gonna do this, what about my family, right? I have to know that you're not alone in this journey, and then help is available. You can speak with someone today. You can contact 0966-351-4518. It's the National Center for Mental Health Crisis Hotline. Again, 0966-351-4518. We're here for you.
We're
And you're
here for
not
you,
alone.
and you're not alone. Really, indeed. Very well said, bro.
All right. I guess it's a wrap up for our first podcast. It's such a great time talking with you, Connor.
It's a good moment that we had this podcast thing, and oh, I'm very excited for the next episode next soon. And to our
I'm looking
viewers, to our
forward to that.
audience, to our listeners, please stay tuned.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. And I will see you next time. Bye.
Bye bye.
The NCMH Crisis Hotline provides assistance on a 24 hours, 7 days a week basis for free to individuals with mental health problems, especially those who are in crisis and at risk of suicide. For Luzon-wide landline toll-free, call 1553. For Globe TM subscribers, call 0966 351 4518, 0917 899 8727, and 0917 899 USAP. For Smart Sun TNT subscribers, call 0908 639 2672. Mental health matters. You are not alone.